Okay, on you go.
Hello everyone, and welcome to SRL GP3 Season 1. And you joined us today from the Brazilian International Circuit, no less, in Sao Paulo. And I'm joined here today, for now at least, by Commando, but later on we will be joined by Warrior, I think his name is, or yeah, the Lost Warrior, will be joining us later on in the stream. So look forward to that one. And yeah, what's your expectations going into the race then?
Yep, just saying hello guys, Mundo here once again. For fuck's sake, not this guy again. But alright, Karen will be joining later on. He has dinner at the moment, so nice French dinner. But
nice French dinner, that's what we like, a bit of French
yeah,
cuisine.
looking forward to Brazil, definitely. This is now third week in a row we are doing GP3, which was not supposed to be, but we are now here, and yeah, looking forward to this race.
Yeah, hopefully it should be a good one. And as we look into the championship standings straight away, that SRL Rampage is leading the championship, and a lot of rumours have been speculating his future in the league so far. So let's just see how he does, and hopefully we can see him in higher tiers in the future, maybe.
Also to inform you guys, we have got quite some new drivers. I'll just go to the grid. This guy, Lol X Breaker 007, is one of the new guys. He has been known with SRL quite a long time, but he's finally now decided to join with racing, as he did a very red line there. But yeah. He's now in GP3, and looking forward to what he can do.
I've got to say, some of the competitiveness in this league does look pretty decent, to be fair. I mean, the top two, pretty close in the championship. Just 6 points between them at the moment. There are half points have been awarded for the race at Singapore, I believe. So yeah, that would be why Rampage is on 58.5 points, or 58.5 points, if you will. And second place, PPRL Pepsi is Pepsi, whatever you want to call him. There's two Pepsis. It's difficult to identify both of them. He's on 52.5 points. That gap back, all the way back, 24 points is the magic mole, but he's pretty consistent. Whenever he has started in this league, he's finished on the podium. So no pressure for these guys today. And if he's here today, which I believe he is.
You might wonder why we say James said 57.5 points, but that's all because we followed the rules at Singapore. Due to half race, there's not enough people to finish the race. The points was received with half points. So
ironically enough, that was the day I got my first ever pole position in a league race. Yeah.
Oh,
I lagged out. Did you? Oh, well, there you go. There's a stat for you. That was my first ever pole position, and I lagged out before we even started. So that was annoying. But I'm not. I don't think you could say I'm racing in this league anymore. I was racing in it last week. Was it last week? It was last week. Yeah, I was racing it last week, and got 5th place there. So that was decent for myself. But let's see what these guys can do, because I've never actually watched these guys. I always seem to be racing with them, and you get
a new guy here is Craig Senna. New guy. Yeah. He's came back now. He was in GP2. You may know him from last season.
Yeah.
And he's finally came back. Really good driver, and I think he definitely has a shot to contend Magic Mole, PBL, Pepsi, and Rampage.
And good news, everyone, because the Lost Warrior has joined us. In the stream. He's here.
I'm saying include audio.
This is good, yeah. I'll take this whilst he's getting set up. I'll set us through the qualifying at the moment. So the Magic Mole is currently... Yeah, at the moment the Magic Mole is he's currently on provisional pole with a 111.3. He's done it on soft tires. That was Commando, I imagine, yeah. Second place at the moment, just a 10th behind, is Exploding Emerald, the Indonesian, I believe that flag is. Craig Sanders jumped up into second place, so I think that's identical. No, it's pretty close. 0.05 of a second between those two. So Craig Senna's second, Exploding Emerald third. Third place SRL fourth place SRL Rampage tyres. So he's done a lap there to get himself into the second row. And yeah, the championship leader will want, this is a decent performance from him in qualifying. He's set it on softs. He's now on medium, so I apologise. Stracho is 5th, then Jammy in 6th, and VJ is 7th, with Morgs in 8th. The new driver, Lolbreaker 007, nice little N there. P9 and Factual Parlour rounds out the top 10. Everyone else, I don't know whether they've set a time. Yeah, it's been invalidated most of them, I think.
Cameron, include your audio. Sorry, guys.
I'm deeply sorry,
saying,
guys. My audio wasn't included. As I was saying, just scrolling through the order, I say the only 3 drivers, or 4 drivers actually have been set a lap, are Breezy, F1 Fails, who have DNF'd, PRL Pepsi, who is in the garage, and then Pepsi Max has been disqualified. I don't know if either of you two know why he's been disqualified.
I know, rejoined with 10 minutes to spare, so we're probably coming to the end of qualifying now, and
yeah, it was about 6 when I just saw in the lobby. It was about just over 6 minutes were left, so I assume this is going to be the final run for.
What's Rampage doing? Touching Curious Jar there.
I would say it was the Force India's fault. I don't know. I mean, the Force India should have just let him through. To be honest, that was a bit silly from both drivers.
Yeah, we probably shouldn't read too much into that, but
no.
Yeah, Rampage now down to 5th. So who's taking his
5th place?
It's Stracho. Stracho's taking.
Well, I mean, he's just coming through the first sector. Rampage in the first sector has set 17.6, so he's actually slower than both his previous laps by more than a tenth. Wow. So his first sector is actually not doing too good. Let's just follow him whilst we go round the rest of the lap as he comes up the hill into turns 6 and 7.
Yeah,
yeah, go on then. Go.
Just to add on to that though, I don't know whether he's going to go for a lap.
No, he's retired.
He's on medium tyres. Yeah.
No, he's retired. I think at that point he realised the lap was lost.
It's pretty close to the quality at the moment though. I mean, if I just look on board with a few drivers, 3 tenths between VJ and pole position, and VJ is 6th. That is very close. Jamie's 7th, and he's quite some way back, but 7 tenths in fact. So. Yes, it should be pretty close at the moment, so let's just wait and see in this one.
Morgaz has just put his Red Bull up into 7th, knocked Jamie down to 8th.
Yeah, so Morgs.
So both the Sauber drivers have knocked out a 4th row so far. Yeah, so Morgaz is retired. Locksbreaker, by looks of things, is on a lap. He's full throttle. He's currently in 9th. Coming down is the end of the first sector. I think this lap's been a bit of a bottle. He's 7 tenths down on his PB. So I think he's going to retire, and I think that's pretty much everyone on a lap. Yeah, and the Magic Mile is on a lap. I don't know if he's going for another one. I don't think it's necessary considering all the drivers who were closest to him have retired from the session. As he comes across the line, is he going to top the time? I haven't got a clue. Quite frankly, let's have a quick look.
Yeah, he has.
He did.
He did. Wow,
4 tenths.
4 attempts. Wow, that's very, very impressive.
As me and Commando were saying before, he's looked consistent. Exploding Emerald, I think I just saw they popped up with the fastest lap, but no, I don't think. No, it's not. Okay, oh, why that popped
that
up.
was just shy off, though.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
I
think an interesting thing is actually. Craig Senna's just knocked Magic Mold off pole. He's wow. Well, he's
lovely
just gone
touch.
2 temps. 2 temps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, lovely touch. 2 tenths exactly faster than Magic Mile. Wow. It's quite, I mean, quite impressive looking at the team battles, to say. The Renault guys are literally looking the best here so far, with Magic Mile up in 2nd and Rampage down in 5th place. I mean, apart from that, you know, the team's quite split up. Apart from if you look at the 8th, the 4th and 5th row.
Dominating the Constructors' Championship at the moment, Renault. They are 52 points clear at this stage.
Oh wow!
Very early
stage. That's very impressive.
That's
very
probably
impressive.
why.
And what? Is it race 3, race 4, into the 11 race season?
Race 5 right now. Race 5. And
race 5.
11
Wow,
race
Jesus.
Season, so
yeah, it's another.
You know, it could
so
be
what's their halfway
very
point
soon.
for the season?
Yeah. It's
Wow.
got a small little tier, this one, but hopefully
Yeah, I mean,
in the future we'll see a lot more races in the future for these guys because they deserve it.
Remember to leave the session just before we go. So
Yeah.
the car
When we get
doesn't-
to results, we'll leave.
Yeah. Right, cool. Right, so back to results. I'll just run through the order quickly. So on pole we have the manner of Craig Cerner, who set a 1:11 flat. 1/10 behind, 1.5 tenths behind. We have the Magic Mole, who knocks out the front row alongside the manor. In 3rd and 4th, why is my window set a lap on my screen?
I have no idea. This is a glitch. It's
Okay,
structure.
right.
100%.
Exploding End Road is 3rd on the grid with 1:11.2. Then we then have SRL Rampage who knocks out the 4th row, and then we have VJ, Morgaz, Jamie, Lowbreaker, and Factual Impala who knock out the top 10. And then out to the top 10 we have Curious Jar, Breezy, F1 Fails, YouTube, PPRL Pepsi,
Okay,
and
leave.
that's it. So that's qualifying. Let's move on to the race.
Yeah, let's leave the session. Yeah, interesting to note on PPRL Pepsi. Like, he won the last race. He won in Canada, and he's starting last. So
well, I
don't know what happened there,
it kind of raises the question that is there weather-wise, is there something we don't know about potentially? Maybe it's full wet conditions. Maybe he's decided to start at the back and just let the guys at the front, you know, batter it out, potentially gain positions for accidents. You know, I guess I mean a track like Interlagos, you know, everything's to play for. You know, it's a very short lap. You know, time can be lost and gained very easily here. So I'm thinking we're gonna have some very good close fighting during this race.
Yeah, I mean, people are at Pepsi. Pepsi's actually won 2 of the 4 races we've had so far, which is more than any other driver at this stage. He won the half points race in Singapore, and he won, of course, last time out in Canada. So, I mean, back to the grid, and he's going for the championship. It looks like he's, you know, 6 points between him and Rampage. So it would shock and surprise most people that he wouldn't have set a time, which is strange.
Yeah.
But
How do we get back into the lobby? I've just realised.
you just leave the session, and then we'll get back into the session. We'll do it that way.
Alright, cool. Okay, well, I'm just gonna run to the toilet. Join the session, so BRB.
Yeah, that's an interesting start. Brings you guys. Let's just. I don't know when the session would have ended. Need info.
Hello.
We got formation lap though, which is good. Yeah, it's packed. Yeah. I don't really know what else we can add. Apart from Pepsi's in the Toro Rosso, which is like. He's going to probably be pulling that team along, I would have thought. Warney is there or thereabouts. But, needs to start performing to
really
get
close.
with his teammate.
It's looking really close.
Yeah.
We're about to go.
Let's just hope.
Oh, Xena is go to the straight. Hopefully.
Do you want me to
camera
join?
clear. Yeah, join now. Maybe too late.
Shit. I'll be alright. I reckon I'll make it.
Join.
Alright. Join.
Yeah.
You join?
I have to start anyway,
yeah.
so that's it.
Right, okay.
Okay.
Well, let's
yeah,
just imagine that there's 5 lights and they're all about to come on. And
Shit, why did we get back in too late?
no, I didn't. No, I didn't think that they would have gone that quick.
Yeah, race
but
has
still,
started.
I'll take us through the light sequence if I can get there in time.
Well, I mean, it's just
we
that one
go.
on my screen, so I think they've gone.
Oh, we're off. We're on the way already, and Craig Senna's already into turn 1, and it's a bit hectic. It is a bit. Is it damp out there? I'm not sure it is, but There you go. Craig Senna's taking the lead then from Magic Mole, who's got into second place. Exploding Emerald there, down in third place. Morgs has had a good start. He's P4 and P5.
Yeah, I'm
sorry.
in.
And here comes Rampage around the outside.
There's been a collision at the back of the grid, boys.
He's going to go for it, Rampage. Into third place he goes, and that is a good start from SRL Rampage. And what he needs in his championship. Watch the battle up the front though between the Renault and the Toro Rosso, the Manor, sorry, of Craig Senna. And Exploded Emerald's run wide. That's one to note. He started pretty high up in the field, but he's screwed up there.
I think there was some collision at the back. There was I think a car swerved across the track just as they were coming out of turn 2. I think Breezy got caught up in that. It was him and a Red Bull. I don't know. She won't get replay of it. It'd be interesting to see after the race footage of that. As we come around the middle part section, we have F1 YouTube fails on low X breaker, fighting quite heavily. Low brakes breaker is going very defensive, trying to keep that Honda powered McLaren behind his gearbox. Let's just stick on board with them and let's
watch the
see
battle
what
up front.
happens. Yeah, you watch the battle front. I'll keep
Mole.
on this battle back.
Here's the Magic Mole. Round the outside, he'll go maybe into turn 1, into the centre rest. Is he going to make the move stick? He won't yet. Senna holds it. And definitely holds it.
Oh my god, oh dear, there's been a huge accident in the back. Lolex Breaker has braked to come into the pits to repair his front right end plate. And the McLaren behind him, not realising he was pitching, has gone straight into the back of him and lost his front left tyre.
Yeah, Rampage up the inside and got himself into second place. Maybe a bit of team orders there between the two Renault cars as we head through this turn 7 now, in through turn 8 in this lovely little section you have here in Brazil. And Craig Senna starting to pull away a little bit.
Oh, that's such a shame. BJ's in the pits. He's swapping up for the medium tyres. Apparently he's got no front. He's lost his front wing entirely. So not a great start to the race for the Haas driver. He did struggle. I know when he was racing for me in Tier 1 last season, he did struggle quite a bit. But that's such a shame to see him struggle. But anyway, back to the front of the grid where we fracture on a pile.
Mole's gone into the wall. I think
Mole's gone into the back of
anyway.
Mole's gone into the back of Rampage.
He's actually gone straight on and he's not going to rejoin, I don't think. But let's see what Rampage can do, because he's got a good little toe here on Senna. And Senna will go and defend to the inside. Rampage got fastest, and so is Pepsi now. So Pepsi's had a stunning start from 14th on the grid into P3. Great stuff. And DRS is enabled.
We were questioning why he didn't qualify. I think that's self-explanatory why he didn't qualify. You know, he's managed to jump from 14th to 3rd, and that's 11 positions in 2 laps. That's quite incredible.
He's actually managed to avoid all those incidents that I've heard about at the back, and I've not seen, but yeah, that's pretty shocking at the moment. So PPR and Pepsi will be wanting to join these guys very close to the front of the field, and Craig Senna's done a little bit of a corner cut there. He'll get away with that.
Wow! So we have a bit of a situation. Everyone's pitted.
Really?
Yeah, downwards, everyone's pitted.
Oh, okay. That's interesting. All right, so Craig Senna and Rampage, and they're going to be very close coming out of turn 14. And the little kink that you can see there, obviously we've seen some massive accidents down the years there. And I think Craig Senna's in the pits, and Craig Senna is in the pits, and Rampage stays out. So does Pepsi.
So
crucially.
I'm kind of thinking maybe there's rain coming in 15 minutes, and they're trying to get a stop in. They're going to have to pit at some point. Maybe they're coming in now to try and get that stop out of the way, and then they can put the pressure down with fresh rubber, maybe. I mean, we'll have to find out and see what happens for the next 10 minutes. I mean, it is looking very grey at the Autodrome de Sao Paulo today. Thoughts on that?
Yeah, with the rain, the clouds are definitely heavy, let's just say, so it could potentially happen. But what I'm more interested in here is who's going to make the most out of the pit stops, because Pepsi has got a lot closer to Rampage. If Rampage hasn't set a good lap here, he's potentially lost that advantage that he could have had over Craig Senna. So it's going to be very close as these guys they will probably pit this lap, I imagine.
Breezy's
Breezy's in the way!
Oh
He's crashed into him!
Oh, he's taken out both the front runners.
Oh,
what has happened there?
so Rampage has been taken out by a back marker who needed to get out of the way, and he didn't. He really did misjudge that. And PPRL Pepsi will...
I was going to say that Craig Senna's come in for super soft.
Pepsi,
Okay, SRL Rampage is coming into the pits.
Yeah, Pepsi's got front wing damage, and he's on medium.
Yeah, they
as well.
both did. So Breezy, Rampage ran on the outside of Breezy and clipped him, and I think he just sent Breezy straight back across the track into Puro Pepsi, who dived up the inside trying to take avoiding action.
So
both drivers have come in for pit stops. Both had new wings, I think they've both had super softs. Am I correct?
No,
yeah,
they're
both super softs.
I think they're hard tyres.
Is it hard compound?
Yeah, hard compound's gone on.
No, it's hard compound.
Senna,
Okay, so Senna has got the jump on them.
Obviously.
Yeah.
It's a huge shame though, and they were going to have to now see a massive fight back from these two because he doesn't. I can't imagine that Rampage wants to lose the championship lead in this sort of a way. To be fair, so.
Well, I mean, you know, Rampage was really putting the pressure on Craig Senna in the first few laps, so I think the pace is there. He really just needs to find the pace, and I think if he knuckles down, then I say it's very early in the race. You know, when just under 6th of the race in, or 7th. You know, so you know we're really at the beginning of this race still. So if everything's all still to play for me, the safety car, Thomas Pro's safety car, you know, this could turn the race upside down.
Probably haven't had one.
Well, considering the actual amount of accidents I saw in the first lap, I was surprised. I mean, there must have been at least 3 or 4 yellow flags on that very first lap due to cars going off and that. So, I mean, the game hasn't been very kind to these drivers today. Let's face it.
Yeah, obviously not. And Jamie then was your leader. He has stayed out, but you can see on his dashboard if you're right on board with him that there's a flashing pit sign that's coming up on his steering wheel. So we could potentially see him in this lap, and he may go on for a longer strategy.
I mean, he is on the soft tyres, so I think generally speaking, I think if I can remember what.
Oh my God, Rampage!
What I was doing last year. Oh,
what's happened to Rampage?
No, go ahead. Rampage has a moment.
Oh, he's run wide. Massively wide. What happened there? Was there a crash?
I didn't catch it. It looked like it was like upside down, or not like he was like on the air. Looked weird.
Jesus Christ, really?
Well, I mean,
I think there was kind of a glitch or something.
He is struggling, but I think he is struggling. I mean, he's just gone to that corner. He's gone really cautiously, and he's still got both tyres. So I think he might have flat spotted them. But coming back to Jamie at the front of the grid, he is currently on the soft tyre, so I think he's probably going to be able to stretch his tyres maybe another 4 or 5 laps potentially before they would have done their day. Potentially, actually,
it's ambitious because if you look at everyone else, because everyone else has stopped pretty early in comparison. Everyone else who's starting on soft has already come into the pits, so this is quite a weird strategy. We don't know what Rampage could have done, of course, because he started.
Potentially, you know, if he might lose time to the guys behind him, but potentially if he can stretch these soft tyres out, could we be potentially looking at a 1-stop maybe?
Potentially, again, yeah, it's all ifs and buts at the moment. I think the man we'd asked there to be Commando. He's lost a bit on the
Jamie's
rear,
had a moment.
ever so slightly.
That inside curve from that corner is very deadly. You're in a low gear, high torque, and the tread on the actual curve just unsettles the rear of the car. You often see moments like that.
His tyres though as well.
Even that's only is tyre wear a big factor today? I mean,
I think it could
have
be.
now finally pitted.
I think that's probably the most you could have got out of these tyres. I'm not so certain.
And out of the top guys, no Craig Senna is on the hard. Of course, I keep thinking the soft is the medium compound. Of course, it's not. It's one of the harder compounds. I think it's super soft now. Okay. All right. So
surprising how close Jamie has
7
come
laps,
out.
actually, it's quite good.
He's actually come out ahead of Pepsi, but
yeah, but then they did have their issue. I'm thinking Pepsi potentially would have come out between him and Exploding Emerald. So
yeah, exactly.
I mean, this race is all to for.
It is at the moment. Let's just watch this battle for 3rd place. What it is at the moment. PPRL Pepsi on hard tyres and Jamie on the mediums. Nothing really happening between these two at the moment, but I think if we look other places in the grid, there may be a few more fights going on.
Well, I mean, I'm just scrolling down the grid as you say so. I mean, you've got VJ and Rampage is catching up on VJ quite rapidly, so potentially we might see a overtake on the end of the at the end of the lap. Rampage is on the softer tyre, and VJ is on the medium. I'm believe. Yes, he is on the
Yeah,
medium.
Rampage.
So I think
Side
we
by
are. I
side
think
with
we are
Pepsi.
going to the.
Pepsi's through.
Oh, I think we are going to see a overtake by SRL
Oh yeah,
Rampage
Pepsi's made that
on,
move already.
VJ.
He's already gone through. He's on the DRS and made the move stick very, very quick there.
Well,
Pounced on him
Pepsi's left again.
like a tame cat. That was mad from Pepsi, and he's already got himself into third
There we
place
go,
and
across the
ahead of
start line.
Jamie.
Rampage is in behind VJ. Rampage is behind VJ, and he's going to get the move done before they've even made it across
Rampage
the.
set the pace. Oh,
wow.
VJ's holding it. Nearly,
Yeah,
he's made it.
Just that I think he couldn't put up a fight against the soft tyres. I mean, through that first corner, the inside line, I think there's nothing the VJ and the medium tyre could actually put up a fight, considering he was on the softer tyre and you had the inside. I think going for those first two corners, it's very hard to go side by side through there, considering how tight it is and the apex. I mean, we don't generally see that sort of side by side moves in real F1, so I wouldn't expect our drivers tonight in Tier 3 to be able to pull off similar moves.
Right, I'll take you through the classification as it stands. So as we know, Craig Senna is leading the race from Exploding Emerald in second, and Pepsi will join them on the podium as it stands. But notably Emerald on soft tyres. They're Jammy in fourth place and Morgs in fifth, with the Magic Mole in sixth, and of disappointed Rampage, it must be said, P7 at the moment the championship leader. P8 is VJ and P9 is the new boy, the LOL X-Breaker 007. Breezy rounds the top 10 out, and of course there are, I think, a few retirements. Yeah, Breezy. We are down to 9 runners. We're down to 9 runners. So.
Yeah, because Breezy's out because his car's parked on the outside of turn 2.
Yeah, Action Impala is another one that joins them on the sidelines as well, and F1 fails and Curious John.
So I'm sorry. So PRO Pepsi got past Jamie. I'm correct. Yeah.
Yeah, he got past.
Okay.
Pretty easily.
Well, that's a bit astonishing considering Pepsi is actually on the harder compounds, and he's actually running quite a large gap over Jamie. So I'm depending on seeing what's going on. I mean, at this part of the race, they've all made their first stops. I think we're going to be waiting maybe another. Looking at what the drivers are actually currently running tyre-wise, I mean, Exploding Emerald's definitely going to be the next car in, I think. Maybe we'll hope to see here, maybe in the next few laps. But then after that, I think we wait to the end, the high teens, before we start seeing the majority of the guys coming in. And I possibly, for the likes of Jamie, will be swapping to the hard tyre and taking those tyres to the end, rather than I think some of the other drivers will be taking the mediums. I mean, I think this whole race is actually going to come to itself in the very last few laps.
Definitely. At this moment in time, if you want an update on the championship standings, it would be 1 point. But KPRL Pepsi would be leading that, of course. He is higher than Rampage at this stage. Just the 1 point would separate them if it all ends like this, which, of course, we've still got a long way to go, 25 laps. So don't get your hopes up too yet, any of you. But
no, I'm considering Pepsi. I mean, I don't know have the actual timesheets, but from what I can see on the PUV, he's actually catching Exploding Emerald at quite an alarming rate.
Yeah, I mean those tyres must be starting to wear out for Emerald. Yeah,
Emerald's pitted.
Yeah. Emerald's.
Yeah, I mean, as I said, beginning of the lap, he would be the next car, and he's pitted for the medium compound, so potentially he's going to take these. I would say maybe do another, if he stretches out, maybe do another set of mediums, hit this to the end, or if the tyre was that bad, then I think he's probably looking to put a set of mediums on as he gets a bit sideways round through the pit entry, almost clipping the barrier. So he comes out about a few seconds ahead of Morgas, who's on the hard tyre. Apart from that, I mean, Magic Mole is currently down in 6th, a few seconds behind.
I mean, these great day in the end for Renault, is it?
No, I mean they started very high, and they've both ended up being quite a way down. Well, I mean, Rampage and Magic Mole are kind of in a race of their own moment. I mean, they've pretty much got, I'd say, a 15-second gap between them. I mean, yeah, it's not looking good for them. I mean, will team orders come into play? Maybe SRL Rampage, Magic Mole lets SRL Rampage through, maybe just to keep himself in front of Pepsi in the championship. Potentially, if if SRL Rampage catches his teammates enough. But I mean, you know, say as you were saying earlier, you know, it's ifs and buts right now. We don't have a clue what's actually currently going on, and I think we're going to find out for a while. No.
Yeah, so Pepsi is catching a lapped car now, noticeable because I think
Yeah.
that was the lapped car that crashed him out. So, you know, this would be.
I think it is actually.
Yeah, and that is VJ. VJ.
Oh no, no, it wasn't VJ. No, it wasn't
Is
VJ.
it
No.
No,
So
it was
VJ actually made another stop.
Breezy,
Yeah, it was Breezy. Exactly.
Was it? Oh, it was Breezy. Yeah, sorry, I apologise. Yeah.
So I think VJ has potentially made another stop. I think. So VJ's yes, as I said earlier, VJ's struggling quite a bit. I mean, he's currently sat down in P9 emotes. He's going to walk away with points, you know, if you manage to keep the car on the track, of course. But I think they definitely have to try that. Oh, brilliant. Okay, he's pulled well out of the way of Pro Pepsi and then straight through. That's great. Racecraft from
Craig
VJ.
Senna coming up behind the new driver. We call it 007 for now. Anyways, he's being caught at a rapid pace, so Craig Senna will want to hopefully get a clean move on the lapped car, but we've seen so far that's not always the case.
I mean, I can't help but notice, actually, just looking at the front tyres, I don't know if it's me or if there is some blistering and graining on his hard tyres right now.
You can sort of see it. It's not.
There's a black
obvious,
line through the middle, but then on the actual very outside.
Oh, he's
brilliant.
gone
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, he's gone right. He's gone. Oh, a bit close though. I think he wasn't expecting Craig Senna to actually be there.
Let's watch it. Morgs and Magic Mole. Magic Mole going to go try around the outside. He'll get the cut back and he'll make that move side by side as they come through
brilliant.
that sector.
Brilliant. As they got the hill.
Can Morgs get him back though?
Wow.
As we go through turns 7 and 8.
No, I think that.
No chance.
Is he going to try and maybe try to do different racing lines? Oh, it depends. I mean, if Magic Mole break that 1 second gap, and can Morgaz actually keep up with him through this middle sector? Because potentially he might be able to steal back the position.
There from Mole, and Morgs is going to get the inside very close.
Shallow line.
Yeah.
This is great racing. Oh, and he's stuck. He's running the curve a bit dangerously there. Yeah. So potentially, I don't think Morgaz is going to be close enough to be able to benefit the DRS.
I don't know. I wouldn't say it's ineffective on this straight. It's quite effective DRS on this Brazil lap.
True, but I do think the gap's just too big. I mean, it depends on the closing speed. I mean, can you get close enough through the braking zones of turn 1 and get a nice amount of turn 2 potentially?
No.
Yeah, he's close enough to get it again, but I just don't know. He's gone
over the curve.
Going over the curve. No, he's just not close enough. But I mean, that's quite interesting because Magic Mole, with the gap was actually quite significant when I last checked. So Magic Mole's definitely got some good pace with him.
I'll take a look, and Morgs has made just the one pit stop, so maybe he made some sort of mistake or something, and that's cost him. Interestingly enough, Exploding Emerald is on his second stop on the medium tyres. So he's the leader of the 2 stops at the moment in 4th place. So he's on a great race if he's managing to, you know, not lose too much time in the pits, if you will.
No, I mean, funny enough, Rampage has just come out from pits, just to cut you off there, but he's come out on the hard tyre. So 22 laps, pushing it potentially for these tyres. I mean, these strategies seem to be a bit everywhere at the moment. I can't actually really understand what drivers actually going for, you know, what strategy. Because I mean, let's say everyone's gone for complete different strategies. So, I mean, it's confusing times definitely, depending on what drivers are actually running.
I think Rampage may have been forced into that pit stop though, because he's on soft tyres, let's not forget. So at that stage, you probably want to come off them anyway, because I can't see them lasting 6 laps or so. I'm not sure how long he was on them, but yeah, hard tyres.
No.
Maybe won't go to the end, but let's just see what he can do on this tyre. But I know for a fact this guy's very good on his tyres, because I've done a very similar strategy to himself. Craig Senna. So Senna in the pits, and I think Senna in the pits, and Mole. Has he got? No, I thought he'd pit as well. No, I apologise, he hasn't. So let's watch this.
Craig Senna's gone for the medium compound, so I think he's definitely got another stop to do after this.
Yeah,
funnily enough, Piero Pepsi, I think it is. No, it wasn't. Who was it I'm looking for? No, definitely. Yeah, Jamie is definitely catching up with Piero Pepsi, I think. I mean, as I said, this is from the onboard POV, so I can't be completely certain it is the truth, but over his last few laps, the gap does seem to be looking like it's getting smaller as Piero Pepsi is coming up to the back marker of 007.
Yeah, the gap between those two is 5.8 seconds at the moment. So
okay, it would be interesting to follow that up and just see where the gap is, and maybe another 4 or 5
it
laps.
surprised me that Jamie hasn't properly gone for it, because you'd have thought on medium tyres he'd have been able to make light work with Pepsi and pull away when he got the chance, because he was ahead of him. But he's not been able to do that.
Yes, 007 has just got completely out of the way to let Pepsi through, so that's just good to see.
So Pepsi comes across the line, and to start round, we're half distance, so lap 18, and there's not a royal point taken just yet because of pit stops.
As you were saying earlier about, yeah, I totally agree. I mean, as you were saying earlier about Exploding Emerald, being the first of the 2 stoppers, that means he's got himself out in front of Craig Senna.
Oh yeah.
So are we looking at? So are we? They're giving the gap about a few seconds. So potentially, he's in the next. Once the front 2 runners pit, he's going to get up into second. I think the gap between him and potentially Piero Pepsi, depending on what Piero Pepsi's pace is like, potentially the gap is going to be very, very close. We might be on the verge of seeing a Titanic battle.
Yeah, the gap at the moment between Emerald and the leader is 14.4 seconds, so that's not enough for Pepsi to make a pit stop and come out ahead. But it's very interesting strategy from Emerald, because let's not forget he's pit a lot earlier than Senna at this stage. So let's just wait and see, because it's a good position to be in at the moment. It's just how long these tyres will last and how long you may even go to the hard and go to the end from here, which would probably be the best shout.
I think he probably will end up going to the hard time. I mean, just looking at the sky whilst we're doing it, some blue patches are currently starting to appear around the track, so potentially the weather is going to start clearing. We might actually... Emerald goes very wide. He gets on the curb as he enters turn 1, and the grass just pulls him out wide. That's giving Craig Senna a bit more of a chance to actually close the gap between the both 2 drivers. Potentially, it's going to lose him some time.
Yeah, let's always run a bit deep again through that sector. I think that's turn number... Where am I? Turn 4 that was there, and as we come through turn 6 and 7, and now braking hard into the braking zone for turn 8, and he's a lot closer this lap, a lot closer, so Emerald's off some time there. And I'll take you through this. Senna still pretty close. If he can close to the braking zone, he just needs to get in that DRS activation point, and once he's there, then...
I think this lap now, he's definitely going to be able to have a good crack at it.
Yeah, you do get on if you get a nice exit out of turn 13, you do really get a nice run through the whole sort of sector. So he's a little bit deep there, Senna, but he'll get smashed home from the DRS. See what he can do. He'll close up very, very close indeed. Not close enough. In fact, he's still behind Emerald there. So comes out of the centre.
I think Emerald's managed to get a nice drive to turn 2, so I don't think it's going to be this lap. Potentially we're looking at next lap again.
And Emerald then he'll try and hold on to his position down into turn 4, and doesn't really need to defend at all, because Senna's just too far behind at this stage. And let's just see what happens here, because it will be close, like undoubtedly that. So yeah. Other battles I'd bring to you right now. Rampage is on a rampage and he's P6 so at the moment. So Piero Pepsi still leading, of course, and Jamie is second. Not really anywhere near him. There in third place is Exploding Emerald, as we've said before. It's still pretty... Oh, we've got 6 laps to go. Just saw that on Twitter.
No, I've just seen that as well. I think it's just been taken off. Lol.
Yeah, anyways,
I mean, what else is actually going on then? We're just to go for a quick through it. I mean, Emerald's gone very deep into turn 1.
Not compromising. Someone's coming to the pits. I think
oh,
Pepsi is in the pits.
Oh, wow.
And here comes Senna.
He's coming.
Senna
He's coming for you.
He's up the inside to the noise. Oh, cuts up crossing. At least he didn't crash into each other. Thank God for that.
I do think that Raikkonen, sorry, Raikkonen, I just looking at the piss on the left. Senna did compromise himself. I think he'd have been better off potentially pulling him behind him or maybe having a run up the hill. But I think diving down the inside, I think the gap was just too great for Emerald, to actually be phased by the minor lunging up his inside. But coming back down to Pyrrho, Pepsi has definitely come in. He's come up behind both these drivers on the hard tyre, so he's going to be taking these hard tyres to the end now, I can assume, or trying to. As Magic Kamal is made his way back up into 5th, but he's definitely a long way off the leaders. I think both the runners are going to have to settle for 5th and 6th, depending on what order they come in. I don't know, but they are
Senna's
definitely
very close this lap. We might even get it done here into turn 1. And through the centre as he goes, he touches it. Oh, he's round, is he? Yep, he's round. Oh, that's a shame. So that's a bit unfortunate. I think you call that a racing incident. Nothing really too.
Well, I mean, explaining him, he was on the apex. Oh, and he's dear. I think he's just got a bit of wheel spin on the exit, but I mean, Emerald was on the apex. I don't know. Maybe potentially Senna's cut across him. I don't know, but I mean, which we only saw one POV.
There did seem a bit of room there for Senna. Senna did give him the space. It was just, I think you can call it a racing incident. Nothing more than that, and hopefully the drivers will get over it.
So who is actually currently leading the race? Oh wow, Jammy's leading the race still. She's coming out to the traffic of VJ and 007. The gap between Jammy and I say that as Jammy Pitts. I would like to see the fight between VJ. He hasn't had much viewing time. Oh hello. Is VJ potentially looking at a pass on 007 this lap? Oh, and VJ's just gone. Okay, I think there's a bit of lag because on my screen VJ's just gone straight off the track at turn 2.
A lot of lag on his car at the moment. So gap from Pepsi to the leader is. Hang on, someone must have stopped. I think Craig Senna's pit. No, he hasn't. No, Jammy. It was.
Oh, sorry, Jammy. Jammy's pit.
Yeah. Bloody hell, he went a long way on those tyres. Apparently that was his first stop. He's had a great stint on those tyres. So let's see what.
But he was losing a lot of time to Senna in the end. So I think the tyres have done their best. So I think potentially he's actually cut out a pit stop by switching those mediums. I mean, what tyre is he actually on currently running right now?
Is this Pepsi or Senna?
Jammy. What
okay, no, Jammy's on his second. He's made his second stop and he's on hard tyres. There's a bit of a...
Okay, so he's going to the end on them. Oh, hello, and we say that as VJ looks to make a move on...
Oh, he's off the track!
He's overtaken him off the track!
Oh, he's gone deep!
Oh,
he's
gone twos very extremely deep into turn 1. Oh dear.
Okay. Also then to that
I think there was a bit of lag involved because as he was approaching he did have to make evasive action. I don't know, maybe the car was lagging.
Craig Senna. Yeah, so Senna's in and he's gone onto the hard tyres, crucially. So these last 12 laps that he'll have to do, this will undoubtedly be his last lap. And Jammy is ahead.
Jammy's taken back the lead. So I think it all comes down to Pepsi.
Second place.
See what Pepsi's up to.
Second place at the moment for Jammy at the moment. So, because Pepsi is in front. He did make that stop, and it's whether he can last those hard tyres. We'll be playing that conservation game now. See if we can get those tyres to the end of the race. And of course, if he does, then he's going to take the championship lead by quite a significant margin. No longer 1 point. It'd be. I'll do the maths for you. I'll get back to you on that one.
I think it's a bit about. I'm not going out of limb. I think it's going to say about 10 points. I think.
Yeah. Oh, right. It gives me great pleasure to tell you that we've had some technical difficulties, but we're back. So you join us again with 10 laps to go, and PPR or Pepsi, if you didn't know, was leading the race. Thankfully enough, nothing has really happened so far, really.
Wow.
If the stream
sorry,
crashed, and yeah.
Craig Senna is going to be looking to make an overtake on Jamie potentially this lap or the next lap. The gap has shot down incredibly.
Yeah, that's shot down. So we've got 2 Saubers in shot, and Senna will be desperate to get this move done.
Oh my God! Helicopter shot! Helicopter shot! Helicopter shot! Oh, that's so good.
From who? From who?
So as Craig Senna. So as they come up the hill, I think he's going to get the run on Jammies. No, Jammies, sorry, there's not one on my Jammies.
I thought Senna was going to come in again.
I thought he was coming in there, and I thought it was a strange line through the last few corners. He's coming from turn 1. The gap is definitely close. Yeah. He's probably close. He's definitely close enough to make a move in this. He's right on the back of them as they exit turn 3, as they come onto the back straight. Jamie goes defensive.
Yeah, I think this lap car that's pretty close to him will have to try and get out of the way, and Craig Senna's going to go around the outside through turn 4. Brilliant stuff, but he's going to hold it, I think. Yeah,
Jamie holds. Yeah. He's had a massive moment on the exit of turn 4. That's the 5.
Yeah.
5.
So Senna and Jamie then going at it, absolutely at it at Brazil, and Jamie is pretty close. He'll try and stay on the gearbox or the diffuser for as long as possible on Senna.
Well, I mean, I think the gap. I think it's lost for Pure Pepsi. You know, the gap's just too much. It's easily a pit stop.
Yeah.
The gap between the two.
Oh no, you say that 15.5 seconds at the moment. I think that is between Senna and Pepsi. So let's say his tyres are wearing down. If Senna's got the pace, he can definitely go and maybe get close, but it does seem a bit unrealistic. Jamie is teasing with Senna again. Jamie's going to look for a thing in the Senna rest, maybe, potentially. Is he? No. Not time.
He's playing it safe and going for the second JRS stone.
Yeah, that's good stuff. This battle then for P2
at this
stage.
He's just lost so much time through turns 1 and 2. The gap's just not big enough. No, the gap's just too big.
He can't get the move done through there, but it's a little bit deep from Senna.
How come BJ is behind 007 again?
Must have made another stop, I imagine. I haven't really looked at.
Saying that, 007's actually ghosted. So is he actually still in the lobby?
That may be one reason why then. He's always paused
it, he's back.
14.5 seconds between Senna and Pepsi, so the gap has come down by a second, even though they're battling. So good stuff from Senna to keep that gap maintained.
I mean, 9 laps left. The gap's definitely too big to bring it down. I'd assume. But potentially, can Pepsi look at pitting in for the softs? Is it worth the risk?
With 7 laps to go, probably not, I would imagine.
And VJ goes up the inside. Oh, and they've touched. VJ's off the track again. This time it's the inside between turn 1.
Right.
So they've collided. I think they just got too close. They didn't give each other the room, so potentially they go down. It's turn 3. Looks like VJ's going to have another crack, maybe in a few laps' time. As we go back up the order, so 7th we have Morgaz, who's quite a way behind Rampage. Rampage is about, he's half a lap behind Emerald. Magic Mole, though, is in front of Emerald. Interesting.
Yeah.
Jamie's right behind Senna, and then we have PRL Pepsi, who's just coming on the final straight now to start lap 30. But I don't think we need to watch Craig Senna. I say that as Jamie has lost
Jamie's
it on
gone
turn
off.
13.
Yeah, just saw that. He just got a glimpse of him cutting the grass there. So I don't know what he's done. I don't think he was close enough to Senna. So he's obviously made a mistake.
Dropped it on the exit curb.
Yeah, we did mention that beforehand, and this was quite a greasy sort of curb, and you're right there, it's made its impact, it's made its statement of intent. Don't run on that curb, lads. That's what I'd say to you, as Craig Senna then is going to all be by himself, and Yeah, there's not really too much fighting going on down the grid at the moment. Emerald.
Well, apart from
inside.
VJ.
VJ and yeah.
Yeah, VJ. Okay then. All
But
right.
then
Yeah.
this
So the
does
battles for
free
7th.
Craig Senna to go hunt down Pepsi.
Yeah. So that's the question because now we've got clean air as well. So see what we can do there. VJ is P8 at the moment. He's sat behind a Sauber of that's 007, isn't it? Pretty sure it is. Can't be...
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. So these two they can battle. They can battle. It's all about getting out of the way though when they need to because Jamie's
Well,
not too far behind.
generally 007's been pretty good at letting cars through, so I don't know if it's lag has played quite a big factor in these two having collisions whilst overtaking.
Who's that Red Bull? Oh, the one that's Sauber's gone a little bit deep, and I think this is a chance for VJ.
Oh,
He's going to have a good old little toe.
oh,
Moves to the inside. Great move. He's going to get
oh,
switched back.
wow.
What a move that is. Down the inside.
What a brilliant move. Wow.
He's actually held that.
That is...
How's he managed that?
How has he managed
Watch
to do that?
VJ again.
VJ did get on the brakes very early, and it just happened that... oh, no, but is he going to go for the cutback? Oh, he's looking at it. He's looking...
Oh,
they both
he's
out.
He's gone. So, VJ's out of the race.
Yeah,
he's retired, he's out.
Smashed the front wing. He smashed the front wing in. Oh, I do believe...
Oh, safety
car!
Safety car popped up.
Oh my god, sorry.
Oh dear, boys, get the little excited girl voices out because it's going to be racing.
Scenes here in Brazil. 5 laps to go and we have a safety car.
Looks like they're all going to be...
Oh, he's going to pit.
What? Rampage hasn't pit. He's going for another lap. Okay, he's got past the safety car. I think he wants to... Yeah, well, I assume they're all going to come in for the soft compound and go for a 5-lap sprint.
I wouldn't assume
Senna's
that,
in.
to be fair.
Senna's in. Yeah, I mean, personally, that's what I would do. I want to see if who else follows. So Pepsi's gone out. Jamie, what's Jamie doing? Jamie's not coming in.
Okay, I think the crucial thing we can point out from this then is, well, if they can't catch, because there's only a few laps to go, so the safety car's not going to be out particularly long, I can't imagine. So, there is the safety car.
Jamie's jumped. Jamie has jumped Senna.
Yeah, so has Morgs. Oh no, has he? No, he hasn't.
Oh, Senna.
Has he?
It's come out in the mediums.
Okay, maybe he didn't have another set of softs. That's probably why.
The interesting thing is, though, this brings both the Renaults back into play.
Yeah, it does. That's right. I didn't think of that. Yeah, it could. Apologies. It could do because and there's another retirement, and that's the new boy. That's 007 who's out. So
he's a lap out, so you know he wouldn't be able to gain any positions over these last few laps.
I'm not sure if the rules state if you like finishing. Okay. Anyways.
Hang on, safety car's in.
No. Is it?
No,
it's still flashing.
No, it's not. Well, it's not. No, it's not that because it's not showing up on the next to the lap counter. That's why.
Yeah, it doesn't do that for me either. So yeah.
Like when it did when it originally came out. So I assume
Yeah, we'll have a lapped car to contend with as well. Morgs, that is. I think Senna got damaged because that was had a little bit of a shunt. No, he hasn't lost any damage. No, sorry, no damage. Anyways, where's the Renaults? There is Rampage. Rampage is 4th, so he's made a stellar comeback. This is going to be on for a podium potentially. Bloody hell, this is some very...
Well, funny enough, Morgaz is actually in the way. I mean, Morgaz is definitely get out of the way of the front runners.
That does mean, though, that he will... I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but you can overtake the safety car a lap before it comes in. I think that would...
So, Exploding Emerald has come out on mediums, and Magic Mole is just coming out just behind him on mediums. I think. Oh, hang on, I think both the cars have lagged. Oh, okay, so yeah. Right, so we've got both the Renault boys in 4th and 5th, with the Haas of Exploding Emerald in 6th. And then coming back up to the front. Oh, okay. Morgaz is letting the cars gradually through. He's let Craig Senna back through. So we have Piero Pepsi, who's going to be leading us back through. I think the safety car's coming in, if I'm correct. No, it's not. The light's still flashing. So we're going to have a 2-lap sprint for the finish line behind the safety car. So it's going to be Piero Pepsi who will lead the boys for the last few laps. Then it'll be Jamie 360 in the Sauber. Then we'll have Craig Senna in the Manor, Rampage in the Renault, and then we'll have Magic Mole in the other Renault. So theoretically, the Renault boys are gonna extend their constructors
This is going to be
title.
Some end, really.
It's
I mean,
this
we're
is
going
gonna be very entertaining.
potentially a 2-lap sprint. These guys are you're just going to burn all their fuel. Screw it. Just put hands to the deck. Just absolutely go.
Oh
for it.
yeah.
That's what I'd do.
It's gonna be like a proper, IndyCar, NASCAR, final lap sprint. Just getting the toe off each other. It's literally gonna be whoever gets to the finish line first. That's what it's gonna be. These last few laps.
Wins?
Literally, it's these 7 cars. Sorry to interrupt. It's these 7 cars who are battling for the lead.
Yeah. That's
Yeah,
mad.
well, I mean, Morgaz is a lap down. So
okay.
his race is good. He's pretty much going to have to
Let's see if
settle
the
for 7th. I'm
The Magic
afraid.
Mole is able to catch these guys by the end of when the sector, because he's getting very close. He's getting very close. This could be a 5-way battle for the win. He'll make it. Yeah, he will.
Yeah, they're gonna make it. Yeah, they're gonna make it definitely. Yeah, they're just coming up to the back of the grid now. So we're going.
And the other half as well. Emerald, 6-way fight we've got then. Jeez.
So it's
Morgs
and Magic Mole have touched each other. I don't think Morgs didn't realise that Mole was
Safety
going to
car,
get there. Oh, and I think Emerald's gone into the back of.
Yep, safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap.
Has anyone damaged his wing? No, they haven't. Okay, right. Oh, here we go, boys.
Pepsi wants to go
boogity,
racing.
boogity. Let's go racing for a 2-lap finale.
So,
I'm looking forward to this. They've bolted. They've gone.
Right
Here we go, boys.
Moment.
Oh, no, they haven't. Oh.
We're away. We're underway again.
Here we go. In turn 1. Rampage is going. This is a bit.
Pepsi's gone into the lead. Jam's going to dive down the inside.
Senna's gone deep. Jamie's going to. It's been collision at the back.
Jesus. Anyways. That was close.
So as they come single file down into turn 3 for the second to last time, so Piero Pepsi's built a gap over Craig Senna and is closely followed by Jamie and Rampage. We then have, funnily enough, Morgs is actually going to gain a position of both the drivers who have retired. So Morgs is going to finish in 5th, I think.
Jamie and Rampage, guys.
Yeah,
Jamie and Rampage.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Look at Rampage right up behind him.
Oh, Rampage is all over him.
No.
I mean, Jamie did choose to
stay
stay out on those tyres. I think that decision is coming back to haunt him right now. So as we come round the final corner for the last time, SRL Rampage will be looking to get a nice run out of turn 13 up the hill through turns 14 and the kink of turn 15. Yep, do it the old-fashioned way.
Overtake. Look at the slipstream. He moves to one way and then another.
He's going to go for the dive bomb. Does he go for it? No, he's held it back. He's looking to get a good exit off turn 2. By looks of things, he's got the exit. He's got the exit, but I don't know if slipstream is going to come into effect. I mean, it's now or never. This is it, boys. It's the gap.
Yeah, so Jamie then holds on for now. Still holds on for now. We enter the last lap. This is the last lap. Is anything. This is for the podium. Third place on the line.
So, I mean, Piero Pepsi, after be taken out, he's done the stellar drive to make his way back up. And by looks of things, he's going to be taking another victory around the Autodromo do Brazil to end these 36-lap action-packed race towards the end. Oh, has he done it? He's done it?
Yeah.
He made it stick? He's done it.
Yeah, he's made it stick.
So
he's got third on the last lap.
Wow, that's incredible. So as Pepsi comes up the final corner and up the hill for the very last time, it's been a stellar drive by him after being taken out at the beginning of the race by a back marker. As he comes around the final corner, up across the line, and Piero Pepsi wins the SRL Tier 3 Season 3 Brazil Grand Prix. We then have Jamie comes in a very respectable second place. Rampage
be
in
Jamie, it will be
third.
Senna. Oh, Jamie will be. Oh yeah, he is second. The penalties have hit Senna, and he's dropped back.
Penalties have hit Senna. Penalty.
By
Yeah,
one
wow.
penalty.
Oh,
One penalty. He's dropped it.
Oh, look at the difference. 1/10.
1/10.
Oh.
So that's incredible. And then obviously the exploding emerald. Oh, that's a shame. So yeah, Morgs did make it back up to 6 after taking them over the Magic Mole, who did retire on lap 35. And then obviously we have exploding emerald, who knocks out the top 5. So I assume it'll only be the top 7 drivers who will be gaining their points, considering the others left considerably before that. But that was a very, very good race, I have to admit.
That was a lot closer than I thought. That was very close at the end there.
Well, I mean, the safety car did help. I do think the gaps would have been quite extraordinary between the drivers if the safety car hadn't intervened and permitted a very well action-packed end of this incredible race.
Yeah, let's get these guys in. Who finished Rampage?
I mean, I definitely do think Senna's kicking himself over that extra penalty he got. That cost him. It was Pepsi.
Who's joined as well? So
Yep.
Yeah. Any questions? Right. I'll just start it off.
Yeah, let you start.
Yeah, PPRL Pepsi, whatever you want to be called. You won that race, and with that, you have taken the lead of the championship. How does that feel?
It feels wicked, mate. Feels good. Bloody breezy, though. Wrecked me and Rampage battle.
Yeah, we did see that. Yeah.
Twice in a row.
It was very close between you and... We weren't sure whether you were going to pit again.
I was tyre saving like mad. I knew the guys in front of me were going to pit 2 more times. So I had to get those hards to lap 22, was it? So I was secure that I didn't have to make another pit stop.
You got any questions for
But I mean, very, very good race from all of you. I keep forgetting stuff here, Jamie's in the south. I mean, it was such an action-packed race, to be honest. I mean, I can't remember who's overtaken who this race. It's been so good. But I mean, so do you
14th to 4th first lap.
Yeah, so I mean, do you, Rampage, feel that you could have challenged for the victory if you hadn't had your collision with Breezy?
I reckon I would have been close, but I think you might have just had the pace on me.
I mean, yeah, say PPRL's pace, 14th to 3rd on 2 laps, I think it was. That's truly incredible. I mean, how did you go through it? We didn't actually see it all, but did you have quite a incidents or what?
Fix the mic.
There was one incident in front of me, but passed about 5 or 6 guys on the track within the first lap.
What was it? Just pure? They run each other wide, or was it proper overtakes?
No, proper overtakes. Yeah.
Well, that is very impressive. I think you proved your worth of victory tonight.
Cheers, man.
Yeah, let's go to Jamie. Jamie, you there? Okay. Well,
Jamie.
No, he's not going to answer.
Sorry.
Is he
here?
It was.
Right. Okay. So, how did the race unfold for you? Because you were in a lot of battles, it seemed, along that race, and at the end there, you must have felt a bit shocked that you lost your second. It was your 3rd place. The Rampage.
I knew
what penalties meant.
Yeah, I knew Rampage had a penalty, so I didn't want to fight him too hard. But I just thought, I think it was a 2-stop. I just had to tire save like crazy, like Pepsi. But eventually, it kind of worked out with the penalties.
Yeah, and finally then, I guess we come to you, Rampage, and you made, well, it was that incident with the backmarker that cost you that race. It could potential victory, we're not so sure yet, but yeah, you made a good comeback through the field, so I guess, what are you going to do differently next race, or are you going to do anything differently next race? Yeah. Oh, that sounds like a seems like a good shout. So I think on that note, we should probably end the stream there. And it's given me great pleasure to commentate today alongside Commando and the Lost Warrior. And
No problem, man.
You'll probably see us again. You might see us on Thursday, and well, the GP2. And
Yeah, but
yeah,
definitely.
okay.
And if you want to watch more GP3, we'll be back in 2 weeks for the Australian Grand Prix. So tune in same time, 7 UK.
Sounds very interesting.
Yep. So.
Right.
It was a pleasure to watch you boys race. I do hope I come back to commentate you again soon.
Definitely, you are great tonight, man.
Just keep up the racing and that, and then hopefully, yeah, can't wait for a really good season finale and Rampage. Don't let Pepsi run away with it.
Yeah. So cheers.
See ya.